Want to see how I make my potato tacos with rice and beans? Stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so first step, what we're going to do is we are going to wash and get our potatoes ready to boil so that I can mash them up. So as you guys can see, I have my potatoes boiling. I'm gonna let them boil for about 10 to 12 minutes. So we'll be right back once they're done. Alrighty guys, so it's been about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna grab a fork and check my potatoes. They should be nice and cute. Yep. My fork went straight through them. I'm gonna strain, we're gonna grab a strainer. I'm just gonna pour, ooh, that's hot. Pour that in there. I'm gonna grab my bowl here. Dump the potatoes in there. Yeah. You can see the steam, they're hella hot right now. After that, you guys, I'm going to start seasoning my stuff. I'm gonna start seasoning my potatoes. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of black pepper. A little bit of salt, just a little bit. So we got the salt and pepper. And I'm gonna add a little bit of smoked paprika. A little bit of garlic salt. Just a little bit of that. We're gonna grab a little bit of bouillon. Give it a little flavor. And my favorite ingredient right now is ground cumin. So we'll put a little bit of that in there. We're gonna also grab, I like seasonings, y'all, a little bit of chili powder. And then I'm going to grab some butter. A little bit of butter from my fridge that I have left over. I'm just gonna stir that all in. Okay, so while our potatoes are cooling down before I put them in the tacos, because I don't want the hot potato to mess with like the formation anyways, we're gonna start on our Spanish rice. So we have that same pot that we used for the potatoes. We're gonna turn that heat up a little bit. And I reuse my oil. I do, sorry. And we're just going to put just a little bit of oil in there. Let that heat up. I'm going to take a little bit of jasmine rice, 1 cup. Let me grab my little thing here. I'm just gonna measure out 1 cup. Which is basically the whole rest of the bag, basically. So then we have our 1 cup. So while the oil is getting ready for the rice, I'm going to chop up a little bit of tomato and a little bit of onion to put in the rice so that it has a lot of flavor. So now that the oil is kind of like getting flavor from the onion and the tomato, I'm gonna kind of let it, you know, continue to get that smell. It smells so good. I'm gonna now just pour this cup of rice in here so that it mixes with all the flavors. Yummy, yummy. And this is when I start to just add the seasonings to the rice before I add the water. So I'm going to use a little bit of chili powder. Just a tad bit of smoked paprika. Some garlic salt. And some bouillon. That should be good. I'm just gonna stir it until it gets all coated, nice and coated. Yeah. And I normally add in tomato paste for my rice, but I do not have any tomato paste, so I'm gonna just use a little bit of tomato sauce. Remember how I said for every 1 cup of rice, it's 2 cups of water. So I'm gonna come over here and get some water. That's 1 cup. And that's 2 cups. Bam! Make sure I stir this. Get a little nice taste test so I can see what I need to add. Tastes good to me. So I do not have any cilantro, which I normally use. So I'm gonna add in 2 bay leaves. Just to give it a little something. Then I'm gonna let it come to a boil. And then once it comes to a boil, then I'll turn it on low. Ew. This your girl Kwana. I'm just kidding. Hi. Okay, so we'll let that come to a boil on high, and then in a couple minutes we'll put it on low and let it sit. So now I'm just warming up my tortillas so that I can make my tacos, and then I will put some oil in and then start frying, and yeah, just give me a couple minutes. Okay guys, so now it's time to start making the tacos. So to a hot pan, I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. Maybe like half, or maybe like a cup, or half a cup. And then I'm going to make my little taquitos, or, no, I just said taquitos. Okay, so now I have my tortilla here. I'm gonna grab just a little bit of potato that I already previously made. I'm gonna put just enough in here to where it's cute, and I'm gonna like mash it down to make sure that it's like nice and pretty. Fold it over, squeeze it down to make sure that it doesn't like, you know, fully, you know, crack, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna do a couple at a time only because I don't want the tortilla to crack and then the potato will fall through. If you made potato tacos, you know what I'm talking about. Or if you just use tortillas, you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna do like 3 at a time just for right now. I'm not gonna do like all of them right now to show you guys. But if you can see, I'm making them into little taquitos. So you see I made them into these little things. If you could see, come on, okay, there we go. And I'm just gonna fry them. Okay, so what you wanna do is what I do, I just put it in there for a little bit standing up so that it kind of creates a little base. And I just plop it down. And I do that for all 3 of them. And then we'll just let them bake and broil and coil and toil. Aye! Let me check on my rice. My rice is looking okay. I mean, it's only 1 cup of rice, so not much you can really do with it. Aye. Alrighty, so I will check back with you guys once they start flipping and stuff like that. So they are all nice and toasted up, as you guys can see. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And I just fried them for like 30 seconds on each side, like 3 times each. Just like so that they don't burn and the oil doesn't burn them. So the rice should be done. I'm gonna add a little bit of black beans to it. That's just something that I do sometimes. And I will show you guys how that comes out. And basically everything is pretty much done. So now I'm just gonna present them to you guys, and yeah. So as you guys can see, I put some black bean into my rice. I'm just gonna mix it in all together so they could, you know, become one big flavor town. That's all mixed up together. It smells so good. We're gonna cover that back up for about maybe 3 more minutes. Alrighty, so here you guys have it. These are my potato tacos with rice and beans. It has lettuce, guacamole, queso fresco. Let's take a bite and see how it tastes. That is so delicious. Queso fresco with the lettuce. Rice and beans. Oh my god. This is bomb.com. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna eat. I'm hungry. This quarantine got me eating like crazy, so I will talk to you guys later. Like, subscribe, all that other cute stuff, and yeah.